Mentioned earlier that a lot of fans came out to the park today hoping to bear witness to a sweep. Heidi, what's the tenor in the stands as this close game gets nearer a conclusion?
Well, Matt, these home fans brought their brooms today, and they want to use them. We know in Major League Baseball how infectious the enthusiasm of winning can be. Coming through in this game to complete the series sweep would likely send this team's confidence soaring. Let's see if they can get it done.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Ball on the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You just get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Caleb Berriger will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Mauricio Dubon will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Hitters count. The pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the one. Ryan Weathers will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Ryan Weathers.
So here is Austin Slater. He flew out in his last debut.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Skied into very shallow right. Myers is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now back, second baseman, Tommy LaStella.
Here's Tommy LaStella now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Off the knees and called strike 3. Giants down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. So here's Will Myers. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk.
For the Padres, the right fielder, Will.
And now the first pitch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Here's Jurickson Profar. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Yastrzemski is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, catcher.
Next to dig in, Austin Nova. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Starting to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They lead it 2-1. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in the long ball threat, Mike Yastrzemski. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Mark Melanson comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Set and the pitch. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. The second for 1. Back to first. The 9th inning double play. And they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. And she'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, D-Ro, all those brooms the people brought to the ballpark today, they're waving them mightily right now.
Yeah, I mean, what's better for adding a little extra swagger to a team than a series sweep? This was a big win for this club, and I expect to see them walking tall into their next series.
Well, in case you don't follow this ball club too closely, Ha-Seong Kim is being talked about maybe as a player to watch this year, guys.
He sure is, Matty V. Even though he's already looking like a key contributor, he's still a young player. But most people around this organization just think he's going to keep getting better.
Up next, Ha-Seong Kim.
The shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
First pitch on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. D-Ro, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
A ball and 2 strikes. Two out, nobody on.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Swing and a liner. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. So one down with a pair of runners aboard, and that'll bring up Colin Moran.
The first baseman, Colin Moran.
Here comes the 1-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. One there. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. Second inning coming up from PNC Park with no score. Next, it'll be Ha-Seong Kim. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while. These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
1-1 the count now. Mateo gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Into the box, Ha-Seong Kim. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Now the first pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. Grisham rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Here comes the 1-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. 3-0 pitch on its way. Hosmer's able to lay off, so he'll move to first on the free pass.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Here's Will Myers. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take him out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Now at the plate, here is Victor Caratini. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Two outs now in the San Diego 7th, and up next is Ha-Seong Kim. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Another look to first, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Hey, be patient, get yours. Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
First pitch of the AB now. Pitch popped up. Moran over to his right, and that retires the side. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. The Padres lead it 2-1. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Phillip Evans. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Moran on first, nobody out. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Ready now is Phillip Evans. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Scooped up. Throw to first here will be in time to record the final out, and the Padres will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. Well, we talked about him earlier, so let's recap. Kim had a fairly pedestrian night offensively.
Well, he did have the one hit, so that's good. We mentioned earlier what a difference this guy can make for this club when he's locked in.
Yeah, Dan, and though he wasn't a major factor in this one, he's going to be just fine. You can't make the highlight reels every night, but he'll have his days, I guarantee it.
Everybody feels so brave till the